advantage.
Let's go.
Don't rush this.
There!
Joker, that was awesome!
Do it!
Not understand! The baton less skills will work here. The enemy is weak, but don't relax yet. This is a part of me! We're done here. Let's go. Just like I thought.
All right.
They were nothing. That's a shadow! Joker, what are we going to do?
Let's go. Reverberate. Oratorio!
I appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Oh, that's a big help. I'll use my persona. Enough! We all did great, huh? Good work, everyone.
All right.
That easy, huh? I can tell by your face. Oh! Okay, there's the platform. We can move on from here. Oh!
Working as a...
The platform! We made it! I'm feeling great! Let's grab lots of loot today!
When you're feeling good, exploring this place goes good too.
This is what I... me. Be careful. Is this the sound of wind? Or does it sound more like people?
To me, the sound here is no different than the everyday bustle of the real world.
Here are the search results.
Shadows. Residents of the metaverse. But there are...
Allison! There's a shadow. Be careful. Hey, that's... All right.
I'll just add this.
The shadows here are somewhat cute, aren't they? It's like they have... character.
Huh? What? Like gross and cute at the same time?
Oh, mister. Doing good?
Just sitting around.
I'm det... A balanced diet is important. Otherwise, you won't have energy when you need it.
I get perfect dietary balance from supplements and nutrition bars. Here are the search results. Here are the search results.
All right. Seems like you've all gotten used to fighting. Nice job.
I kinda like using lips.
That's a shadow! Joker, what are we going to do?
Here are the search results.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away!
This is a holdup!
Do it!
All-out attack!
That looks like
That's
it
our
hurts.
queen!
Let's wipe them out!
All-out attack! Fist of justice!
All right.
This is where... Oh, excellent. It's a treasure chest. Oh, mister. Doing good?
this whip? I just can't get used to it.
But it fits you well. Perhaps these outfits reflect our true nature. Treasure chest! Let's open it! Traveling on these rails? It feels like a scene in a movie. The surreal feeling is so exciting! This is what Allison. This area's got a lot. Oh, the platform. We can probably head down from here. Oh, mister. Doing good? Mona, this is awesome! Now transform into flight mode! All right. Joker, there's a chest! Let's open it! It's cramped in here, but that's what makes it good. This lack of space is so novel. It's like a crowded party. Shadow identified. Awaiting Joker's orders. I detect a shadow. Oh, platform. Good job. All right.
I should write something.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away! Beat him up! Nice, that's our queen! We can end this right now! There's that core! Done and done!
Okay.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
Surprised if less skills will work here.
Persona!
The enemy is weak, but don't relax yet. Persona! Enough! Come! One enemy! Go get him, Queen! Good work, everyone! Okay, let's move on.
All right.
I handled that easily. I see it. I never knew that simple cup ramen was that good. Sojiro says I'm only supposed to have one a week. We reached the platform. Good job. I see lines forming at stores in the city a lot. What are they all queuing up for? There are several reasons, but many stores create lines as a deliberate strategy. This is what I saw. Oh, mister. Doing good? PC outside. This is totally outdoor activity.
Get used to the shadows here.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away!
Let's go.
All-out attack!
One enemy is in despair, so psychokinesis would be a good move.
Beat him up!
All right.
That easy, huh? I can tell by your face. I'm detecting a... There's a shadow. Be careful.
Riding in this puts me in the mood to get my own vehicle. Perhaps I should buy a motorcycle.
A bicycle would suit me better. Perhaps even a tandem bicycle. This is what I saw. All right. What do you think? Isn't my ride the best? It shakes every so often, but that makes it more exciting. I spotted a shadow, Joker. just adorable, aren't they? Oh, mister. Doing good? Doing good? Oh, the platform. We can get down from here.
You all use your personas with such skill. How professional.
With all our experience, it's only natural. We all do our part. Oh, a treasure chest!
The experience gained in battle. It'll be fuel for my art.
Your passion for your art is admirable. Here are the search results. I see a shadow.
Last night,
Oh, mister!
50 push-ups.
The composition is too ordinary for me. I prefer a more dynamic subject to work from.
I think
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
I handled that easily. Ooh, I'm detecting. Oh, mister. Doing good?
I'll just add this.
Do you need something?
Pursue rehabilitation
Alarm
with
time,
all your
inmates.
body and soul.
Prepare for the unexpected. Begin searching. It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable. Choose which skills to inherit.
This could bestow an extraordinary... Well.
You okay with this? It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable. You okay with this? It is neither remarkable. Choose which skills to inherit.
This should confer... Be reborn. Well now, a most unexpected turn of events.
Do you need something?
You certainly...
Time for some rehabilitation. You change your mind? The inmate needs you wish to perform an... Well, how's this gonna go? What path do you want? Looks pretty tough.
You wish for more power than you can handle?
Finished for now? Justine, these are the paths you have walked. Registration? Are you sure? Are you sure? The inmate... Let's execute fusion. Can you gather them up? Now choose! To a world beyond this. What path do you want? Looks pretty tough.
You wish for more power than you can handle?
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive extraordinary power. I see.
change your mind? Justine, these are the paths you have walked. Is this what you want? You'll withdraw this persona and accept this. You lack patience. The inmate you wish to perform an now choose! What path do you want? fusion. I see. A strong persona indeed. Gather them.
Now choose!
Looks pretty tough. I see.
Great things are possible. Do you wish a fusion?
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive a great now for a rebirth.
You change your mind, Justine?
Read here. You'll withdraw this for this is your power.
Time!
You wish to perfusion.
Let's now choose!
Let us begin the search. Done already? What? It is time, inmate. Do you need something?
Pursue rehabilitation
There
with
is
all your
this
body and
is an
soul.
alarm fusion. Begin searching. Wanna choose wisely. It is choose which skills to inherit.
This should confer some. Now, let us begin.
Get ready for this. You okay with choose which skills to inherit?
This could bestow be reborn.
Huh? Did you change your mind?
Ah, you're back.
Hey!
What?
Okay.
Hey, inmate! Let's exit. Now choose.
Will this truly help you? Finished for now. You'd like to... These are the paths you have walked. Is it a fee is required, then accept such rules? Done already? What? It is time, inmate.
Is the flu going around? That sure is something.
Prevention is key. Let's go.
Yo.
What's... That's a...
Hey!
Yo. Yeah! Wanna get going?
All right. All right.
See ya!
Ah, you're back.
What do you want to do? Hey, hey! This is wonderful.
Take your time.
I see. Oh, what do you want to do? Hey! Oh!
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Not bad at all. This drink. You're right. I feel a little more mature. Yes, this is great.
All right.
Thank you. All right then. Hey!
All right. This is it.
Oh, Senpai! There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Would you mind if I joined you for lunch? Thank you. Alright, let's head to the... It's starting to get rather cold. Sorry to bring you here. This is something I oughtn't really bring up around other people. Senpai, are you still planning... Lately, I haven't been hearing any positive gossip about the... Despite how much people cheered on your cause, even though they knew nothing about you or your friend, all they do now is speak ill of the Phantom Thief. I know it's not my place to say this, considering I turned down your offer to join and all, but this change in attitude is simply off. They're doing the exact same thing to you all that they did to me. Yet, you're still going to keep at it? Why? Unfinished business, so there's something...
Yeah. But don't worry about us. There isn't even a 1 in a million chance that my Phantom Thieves could ever...
I see. Well, I won't stop. However, could I ask a favor? Or rather, once things settle down, I'd like you to join me somewhere so we can go have some fun together. Then it's a deal. I'm already beginning to look forward, so please... Oh, but I plan to keep my other promise I made with you about the fest tomorrow. Is that too sudden?
But that day's...
I haven't eaten yet! Come on, Senpai. No one wins a fight on an empty stomach, you know.
Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Actually... Really?
All right.
Hey!
Uh-huh. Later.
What? I've made up my mind. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Ah. Good morning. Glad to hear it. Well, my role as Shujin's counselor does end today, so technically, it'll be our last opportunity to converse here at the I do have a farewell speech to give the school at morning assembly. Considering the occasion, lunch is on me. Well,
Dr. Mark, he's really...
It's already been half a year, huh?
And finally, we would like Dr. Maruki to share a few... Well, Doctor, if you will.
Good morning, everyone. As the Vice Principal has mentioned, today over the past several months, I've come to learn about all sorts of troubles with romance, with studies. In fact, some of you have financial issues that are awfully... But before I leave here, I want to offer you a final piece. If your situation ever becomes too painful to endure, remember, it's okay for you to escape your problem. I don't want a single one of you to think that an unfair reality you've been forced into is the only one that you have to live. What I'm trying to say is, even if your life is full of worries, it's best for you not to Your existence in this world is an amazing miracle. You deserve to spend your days in happiness. I'll keep on rooting for all of you to have the best lives possible, even after I'm long gone. Ow. I guess things don't always pan out like you expect. Well, that's it. Thank you for... Good luck to you all.
Dr. Maruki!
Dr. Maruki!
Dr. Maruki! I wanted to thank him personally, but it may be best. I doubt we could get a word in edgewise in...
thank you for coming here. Since this is about to be my last meal at Shujin, I've brought the best. These tempura bowls are from a restaurant I've been curious about since I first came. I'd always passed on it due to the price. But today is special. Not only that, I ordered the Yes. Ooh. Too bad I can't see anything now. I'm so glad I splurged on that. Upscale dishes like that really do taste incredible. I wish I could just get lost in this Well, now that we've finished our food, let's get first off. I have my paper's done. I've mentioned this before, but still, this is truly thanks. Had you not shared your experience and insights with me, this paper never would have been complete. Please, allow me to express my gratitude to you once more as a most helpful student and as a phantom thief as well. There's no need to be obtuse. Why don't you take a look at the title of my paper over there? You know, the Phantom Thieves' act of changing hearts is rather reminiscent of cognitive science in practice. They infiltrate a reality that exists solely for their target. A reality wholly separated from the one that the public recognize. By accessing that world, they gain the means of permanently altering their target's cognition. That is what I hypothesize as being the change of heart you induce in your target. Well, I did pour my heart and soul into this research for a number of years. To be entirely honest, it was all the way back in April. When I first came to speak with the principal here about providing counsel, I actually witnessed the moment when you came out of an individual's reality like I'd mentioned. You suddenly appeared in the back alley near the school. I believe Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san were with you. Takamaki-san appeared to be extreme.
Thanks.
It wasn't long after that scene that Mr. Kamoshida had his change of heart. Beyond what I witnessed, I had also been told that you three were closely affiliated with Mr. Kamoshida in some way. At that point, I was already half convinced that you were. I was almost certain Mr. Kamoshida's change of heart was provoked by the three of you. I've been researching cognitive science ever since I was a grad student. For years, I've been attempting to directly interact with an individual's cognition so I can help address their pain. But, for certain reasons, this research has never been acknowledged in academia. Despite that, I continually pursued evidence that my hypothesis is correct. It was during that time I happened to come across the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, fresh from a mission. My heart began to dance. I thought to myself, maybe I could complete my research if I were to have your assistance. That's why I approached you and your group of friends in the first place. I hadn't mentioned any of this until now because, well, I didn't want you to take it the wrong way and suspect my motives. But I think that's everything I'd kept from you. Does that change your opinion? A deal, eh? Well, I'm awfully grateful. And just so you know, I have no intention of telling anyone about. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you're free to change my heart as you like. Thanks to you, I finally know what I need to do. I'm going to stand up to our current reality. I swear I'll use my research to make our world a better place. Though, it'll likely be through different means than how the Phantom Thieves reform members of society. Indeed. You have a strong moral compass, never losing sight of your own definition of justice. I'm more grateful than ever to have met a young man like yourself. Although it's not like this is the last time we'll see one another, still, thank you for everything up to this point.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the Counselor, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right. I'm going to follow the path that I sincerely hope that one day, at the end of that path, I'll be able to aid you as well. even if you just considered it to be meddling in your affairs. Whoops. Looks like we're out of time. We'll meet again, though, right? That's right. Hey. No, it's nothing. Best of luck to the both of us. See you around.
Boss said he reserved the place just for us. We're free to drink as much coffee as we want.
Ain't this place always empty, though? Huh?
Everyone here is a witness.
I was just...
We're supposed to be discussing where we should...
Considering how big the hype's gotten, she'll probably just think it's a prank, won't she?
I could always put it on Sai-san's desk. People know me there, so I could gain access easily.
That's not a good idea. If you're the only one who can get in there, it'll be easily traced back to you. I'll do it. I can just tell her it came for her in the mail. That would be the least risky method, no matter what she asks. I'll tell her I don't know. But Makoto, that's...
You're our leader, so this will be up to you.
Is that really...
I'll be okay. I've already traversed far more dangerous ground than this.
We will leave it to you then. Thank you for agreeing. I will need to step up my game as well to make up for it.
Very well then. Does 6 o'clock in the evening work for...
Yup. Same as always. Well then, let's get ready for tomorrow. Okay. Anyway.
Madame Sae Nijima, a great sinner of jealousy. You have lost yourself amidst your obsession with success. For its sake, you are even willing to promote injustice as justice. From the Phantom Thieves.
I found it in our mailbox.
To think they would send me one. They brand me a criminal and plan to change my heart? What nonsense! They only care about disposing of those who are an inconvenience for them. Fine. I'll just have to catch them first.
And when you do, you're going to interrogate them, right? In some kind of underground room, was it?
Why do you ask?
Oh, I just remembered you mentioning something like that before.
That's right. It will be in a special interrogation room underground. My time will be limited, but I will do whatever it takes to make them divulge their secret.
Let's do this fair and square.
I should probably be getting back. It's late, but I should contact the director and let him know about this calling. I expect things will calm down a little once this case is... Once that happens, why don't we go on a trip to some hot springs? Just the two...
Sis... I'm on your side. I won't let anyone do anything to you.
What an odd girl.
Do you need to make a call? I'll head up to my room then.
I'm sorry for calling so late. This is Nijima. There's something I need to inform you of. I received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. It was addressed to me directly and... Stand by? And you've transferred command of the investigation to someone else? No, of course not. Yes, I'll remain on standby until further instructions. Please excuse me.
Okay. Alright, tomorrow's... Nice. Hey! 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 Oh!
If you want to live, put that pen to paper.
The day has come. Are you...
What of the calling card, Makoto?
I showed it to Sis. She took it from my very own hand. Makoto.
I understand how you feel, but you mustn't be...
Yeah, if we screw this up, we're done for. It's way more than losing the place we belong. We could even lose our lives.
It'll be all right. I want to save my sister, no matter what. Is everyone So much has happened since we first... All right, Joker.
It's showtime.
Let's go.
Whoa!
I have something.
Do you have a moment?
Yes!
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the... Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been...
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win.
This is nothing more than self...
All we need to do to determine who is right is... Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this...
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
me take over.
Persona! Out of our way! Persona! Ha!
Persona! Yeah!
May the best player win.
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be our lives. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must...
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow you.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people will just face the pen.
Go! Power up!
Persona!
Penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
Some other way. Come! Not this.
Ah. So you... In that case, it's... This is your penalty!
Joker, are you alright? What? This is...
Those who cannot follow rules are...
Joker, your health is low! Watch out! Let's do this! Take this!
Cheaters get punished!
Who wants Panther's help? Panther's in bad shape! Watch out!
You will predict now. The time has come.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we should go along with the game from now and try to gain evidence.
I agree.
Well, how will you bet? Have you made your decision?
Wants Panther's help! He lost. Have you figured it? Really? See, you're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split second there.
How hum...
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who.
Let us expose her. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I'm on it.
May the best player win!
The stuff displayed on the monitor. That must mean the betting change.
Persona! I can't. Bull!
I appreciate it. That's a big help. Persona! No holds barred!
This is your penalty!
Queen's in danger! Queen's in trouble! It looks bad. The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to win.
Very well. Well, how will you bet? Hopefully your prediction will be correct this time. What?
What was that about fair and square? You were you cow. are you so quiet?
Shut up!
Sis?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my law! I am the law! I am everything! No one in this world deserves to win except for me! If you still dare to defy—
This is my sister's true name.
We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck.
Little punks!
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
There!
One more and I'm done for. Let's go. Persona! Eat this!
Taste my wrath!
My justice has
It's on the ground! You can't fall now! She might be about to use psychokinesis.
Go down!
Get yours! Make him pay! I'll use my persona! Out of our way! Get ready! Ha!
Persona!
Take this!
It's on the ground!
Die on my blade!
Crow's life is in danger!
Persona! Can't. Full! My thanks.
Thank you! Get yours! Make him pay! Persona! No holds barred! Persona! Take this!
Persona!
Take this! Don't dodge, damn it!
Persona! You're mine.
Persona! Feel my blade! Panther pronouns front and center!
Persona!
Take this!
Nothing's on the ground! You can't fail now!
Die on my blade!
Here I go! Speed up!
I will win!
There!
Get yours! Make him pay! Persona! Prepare yourself! Persona! How's this?
Only victory matters. You care no matter what.
Why?
How about this?
Persona! Go down!
Persona! No holds barred! Come! Behold!
My skills exceed yours.
That's why I have... Winning is all that matters!
Not over yet! Joker!
So what took...
All right, let's do it.
That's not it.
Get ready.
Fox, advancing.
To the back line. My turn now.
May the best player win!
What the?
Now of course,
We are.
that's fine.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
You now.
Almost pop. We should go.
I agree.
Well, how will you? Have you made?
Really? Let me see. You're.
Let's catch her. Have someone. You're in charge.
I'm going to go?
As long.
I'll carry this out.
May the best player win.
The stuff. That must.
Here I go. Speed up.
Sona. Not this.
The sniper is in their designated spot.
Very well. Well. Hopefully.
What? You coward.
Shut up.
Cheating? I am...
This. Your final.
Wait.
Little punks.
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
Persona!
Let's go.
Sorry.
Thank you. Persona! Crush them, Kabukiso!
Persona! Take this!
My just...
Nothing's on the ground! You can't fail now!
Might be about to use psychokinesis.
There!
Get back! Make him pay! Persona! Out of our way!
Let's go. Take this!
Thanks. Nothing on the ground! Now!
Dizzy. Persona! Go down!
Get back! Make him pay! Persona! Prepare yourself!
My eyes! Die!
Relax! You gotta aim!
I appreciate it.
Persona! Ha! I appreciate it.
Much thanks.
On the ground! Die on my blade!
It's time. You're mine.
Get back! Make him pay! Persona! How's this?
I am thou. I lend it!
Persona! Ah! Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Wait on the ground! Be careful now! Support's on the way!
I will win! Persona! Go down!
Get back! Make him pay! I'll use my persona!
Let's go.
Behave yourself! Ha! I appreciate it.
Much thanks.
How about this?
Persona! You're mine.
Only victory, no matter what happens. I'm right. That's what. Don't stand in the way of my victory!
Are you okay? Focus on healing up!
Persona! Reverberant. Oratorio!
Thank you! Good thinking! Persona! Feel my rage!
This is my other self!
Persona! Take this!
Die on my blade!
Blade's in danger! Blade's in trouble! Persona! Looks bad!
Let's go.
Persona! Thanks.
Die, die, die!
Boss got knocked down!
Die, die, die!
Casualties! This is bad!
Let's go. Hold on. It's time. No. Persona! Reverberant. Oratorio!
Thank you! Thank you.
Die on my blade!
Bonus health is low! Support's on the way!
Persona! That's not right. It's time. Not this.
Persona! Witness my skull! Ah!
I apologize.
Die, die, die!
Someone give him some support!
There.
Being dead isn't easy. Persona!
I am thou.
Hardcore! My other self! Me! Yeah! I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Sis!
Die, die, die! Don't dodge, damn it!
Queen!
Let's go.
Ravage them!
Persona! No holds barred!
This is my other self.
My health is really low. You have to be careful. Thank you.
Much thanks.
Winning is all that matters!
Never yet! Joker!
So what a
All right, let's do it.
Come! There!
I'll use my persona. Prepare yourself. Persona. Ha! Persona. This is a part of me. May the best player win. What the? Now let, of course, we are. That's fine. There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette.
Go down!
What should we do?
Oh crap, bro.
In that, cheaters get punished.
Joker, are you all right? What?
Those.
Joker, your health is low. Watch out. Persona.
This is your penalty.
Want Panther's help? Panther's in Persona. Watch out. To the back line. Yeah, let's go.
You will predict with now.
Almost, we should go.
Well. Have you made your
Want Panther's help? Really? Let's have some. You're in trouble. We.
want me to do it?
I'll show up, as long as I'll carry this out.
May the best player win.
The stuff at my... Support's on the way!
Persona! This one!
Witness my resolve!
Very well. How? Hopefully you're pretty.
What? You can't... Shut... We're fine. Wait! The roulette panels!
How about this?
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
My take this! Don't dodge, damn it!
She's gearing up for an ice attack. Be careful. Out of our way! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything. Let's do this! Go! Persona! Time for my persona! On the ground! Die on my blade! This isn't good! Queen's in danger!
Persona! There!
One more, and I'm done for. Let's go. Sorry. Pop back up! Start the counterattack! Persona! Take this! Persona! On the ground! Are you okay?
Let's go. Go down.
Please, Dizzy! My attacks won't connect! Good thinking. Now pop back up! Start the counterattack! Let's do this! Hard forward! My other step!
Take this! Don't dodge, damn it!
Dodges with strength!
Time. You're mine.
I'll use my persona! Feel my rage! Persona! Persona! Take this!
Only no matter what. Little punks.
Persona! There!
Persona! Persona! Eat this! Persona! Ah!
That's what... Winning is all that matters! Hurry and die!
I'm healing up! I'm in trouble. Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal? Go! I have a step! Neat! Yeah! Thank you!
Oh, that's a big help.
Die on my blade!
Joker, are you alright?
Persona!
Chant. Full!
Thanks. Thank you! Thanks!
Die, die, die! Hurry and die!
This one! Defense up! Mona's in trouble! He's hurt bad! Persona! Take that! Persona! Thank you!
Oh, that's a big help.
Die on my blade!
Watch Panther's health! Panther's in bad shape! Watch out!
I'm in trouble.
Go! Persona! Ha! Thanks. Thank you!
Die, die, die! Don't dodge that!
Let's do this! Eat this! Witness my skull! Huh? I appreciate it. Thanks!
Sis.
Die, die, die!
Persona!
Cannot lose!
Persona! No holds barred! Get ready! Go! Persona! Ha! Thanks. Thank you.
Winning is all that matters!
We'll need to attack with extra oomph to get out of this one.
Persona!
Some other way.
I'm fired up.
Can't let them get away with doing that to one of us.
Now!
Make way for the Fist of the Phantom!
Get serious.
Ow, sorry! Can't run now!
You're already dead!
For real? Ah!
All right, level up.
Cool. I'll give it a try.
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you...
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san, She's just like my father. What caused them to change like that?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you. This deal we made was a great experience. To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the family. Yes. And you all— that was part of the promise after all.
Alright, we don't need to stay here. Are you alright? I am. Huh?
Enemy readings! They're gathering up!
For real? Look at those.
This doesn't look—
We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the train. It doesn't make any sense.
There are more coming? This will be dangerous if we don't do—
Huh? We need to go now. A team this large would be discovered immediately. Although, we'll need someone. No, that's too dangerous. Joker? Are you planning on
Let him do it. He's quiet. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're
Please don't do anything reckless.
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back.
We still haven't
Even more are coming!
This truly is.
It seems we had better.
We'll see you later.
There's someone here.
Hey, up there!
He's here. Move it immediately.
Good. Now get run!
This is our only—
Stay calm. We'll retreat. Don't worry. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
I bet, Skull.
There he is!
Just run! Okay, the enemy's focus is— Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No worries.
Stop right there! Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, now.
Let's go.
Clearing power level. No threat. Get him, Joker!
You're mine.
Everyone else, head to use your feet!
Your fate. Recall everything. Remember, if you are fated to continue past this point.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
The enemy readings have to... That's...
It's been a... But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai. Now let's... Show them, Sondrion! Cancel me! That's the landing! I think that's the...
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take... Wait, bad news. Enemy...
Please go. I'm going to make it... You still have something you need to do as a Phantom... Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Joker, you need to...
All right, let's do it!
Find them and kill them all!
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there! There's nowhere to run!
See ya.
What a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be!
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Go over there!
Still struggling. Suspect secure.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? So you're not that dumb. Which is good, because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area is...
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to
Nijima-san, I believe this case decides.
You prosecutor sign Nijima? There's a call for hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being...
I'm responsible for this case, yet
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring...
I will not be convinced unless this is my...
I won't be
Prosecutor, I forgot to... Your time will be cut short. It's for your own. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with.
I understand.
Well done. Now that you have traversed your long... The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the evil influence who wishes you dead is If you want to win this If you wish to take back your recall the bonds and grasp the truth that will...
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time... I do have a suggestion. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against it. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless you accept... Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly what... First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin. Ryuji, one of the victims of the Kamoshida case. On to Ichi-Ryusai Madarame's pupil. Yusuke, the daughter of Wakaba Ishiki. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not? So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me... I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your... Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if you're sentenced. You had the cooperation of people outside your... Can you tell me about... So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your... Do you even understand? Let's discuss one other person. Goro Akane. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom. Might he be a part of... So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of... Even now, you're still acting as though you're a Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to Why won't you talk about... Don't be ridiculous! You're not the one to decide such things! Justice? Then tell me, what is this? Sticking to the right path? That's no different from a... You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have... You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds... But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your... After all this, you're... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a...
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is... But unfortunately, although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be... Huh? What are you getting? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be... I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
So, how did that... Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room. Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you... Our time's up. Goodbye. Lan, why are you saying so? Anyhow, there's something that's been bothering me. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act. Within some bizarre... But that was all I was... You were told someone sold you out. If that's true...
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull...
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? What do you... If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end... You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until... What's so important about this? Are you going to unlock it and show me the date?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that out. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him... Huh? You need to show your phone to the true culprit. You know, the trade...
Hey! What are you trying to... And what about this smart... The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day, and thus, the dangerous criminal...
Please. I need you to be clear. What do you... Oh my god. You're referring to him. What are you plotting? I can't even begin... But it appears my time is up. This will be my last involvement. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the... And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right.
I'll be go... What good will this do, though? A Ketchikan? Why are you...
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for... How did you get...
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here. Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your...
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom.
I need you to be clear.
My God. You're referring to him.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse... What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your invest...
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite... That just made using you all the more worthwhile. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's...
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm...
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone. I will keep my eye on them just in case.
I'll be counting.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our...
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide rate. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare.
I must be prepared to beyond that.
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No. Even me. Shh. Shit.
all that about, showing... The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as... Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to...
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you...
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come...
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things and...
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why you turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been... But why were you killed? Why did you have... Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while you're conscious. Indeed, your death... How might you be capable of executing such a... Well then, let us rout...
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him. Okay. Let's get everyone... One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone that'll be tough. Right. It's a necessity. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible. I didn't say it was impossible. That's an incredible one. This is gonna be fun.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell.
It seems this game, there are still things...
are you all... Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Are you listening? Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdown. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police...
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of...
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate...
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crime. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill...
The palace? Actually, there's something I'd like... Aha! We can use the palace...
What's this all...
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity. Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real... Yeah, that's it! It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader. However, the police intend on...
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're... her sister...
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bat.
Have you been? You must be fine if you're joking around like...
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart...
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking...
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit, I see. So you guys were going up against someone.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean...
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to...
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way early.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one after. He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an app! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest, and thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What condition?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operation.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make a perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that...
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for him.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident? I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake, but what did you do about the bomb?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated, to avoid drawing any... Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but...
Ryuji's a bit on the...
Can it?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me... Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem?
No, nothing in... More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutor.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the election.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story. The discussion is swirling around potential nominee. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting...
Elections, huh?
Why don't we resume our...
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard...
Have you figured out who's behind?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido?
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of...
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with them. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdown. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved, but there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associate. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves action.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody...
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rot...
Yeah, we'll do it like... Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has.
Where would the location...
What kind of things go through a politician?
I always think of dirty money and shady act.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any idea?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a word.
Let's win this together!
Time for revenge!
Then it's unanimous!
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by...
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then?
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school?
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose, outside of escaping Akechi's clutch. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand state. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenager.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up again. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special... If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior...
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideas. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it worked.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin await.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. Those who get in the way must be eliminated.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political... Which is why I made them suspect. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception, with their management in my pocket, keeping them in...
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better...
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. After that, all I had to do was openly... The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that even the government parties have begun splitting up. And they're dissolving just as The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything... I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely...
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me, and for that, some sacrifice. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plan. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant...
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's... I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desire.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Well then. Hey! Sorry. Remember how... What? That's... He's tired.
So... Well, how do I put this?
Oh, you want... Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the metaverse. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I...
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the metaverse nav. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. And though there's no doubt, but it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the detail. Want me to explain how it... I guess that just folk and seriously.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school? Don't worry about it. And we'll have all... To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay... Well then... You know, something that Futaba said when you were in a pinch in the palace. She picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that... So it was Yoshi's. Then we'd better let her know you're safe. And I'll even lend you a hand.
Of course. Plus, even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society, especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were...
I'll show you.
Cut that out!
Hey.
Okay. All right.
You gotta be kidding. You realize you're done for if you get... Ugh, just don't stay out.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what...
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place.
Conditions have not been met.
What about a man?
Since he's going...
What about an arena?
Imperial...
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained...
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole pal? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some...
Is that even
Who knows? I've got...
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido?
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grip.
That man over there is probably a legislator. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national...
His stance, his dedication for he's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like...
An exemplary... It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers and...
Look over there. He's on a walkie...
Wait, is it about...
That doesn't...
We should leave it. Tomorrow's the day off. So let's have an early...
We should all...
The criminals call... However, I believe these scandals only increase...
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician working toward personal gain?
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for...
Everyone's being deceived so easy.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social
Ugh.
Hey,
Now listen up.
what do you want to do?
Oh!
Well, where's the manuscript?
Last one. Diamond mine.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have...
Right?
That's not something...
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into...
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Him and his stupid composer.
So, Akechi, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing... Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then, was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their...
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling once they lost public support. Someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of just...
It's not just on TV or online.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main...
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keyword?
Well, there was the time with Boot.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make
Then why don't we just go direct?
That's impossible.
There's no way high school students can get in...
Well, we do have an...
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus out?
Isn't that an election?
Oh, right! The candidates...
I apologize for the...
Wait!
Yeah, he did!
Man, talk about being lucky!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. By the way, you didn't seem...
Now our government is such a So our children who carry the burden, so our nation, so our... I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future. I hope to continue.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. Oh.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's
That's enough!
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before. At the elevator. Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you talking?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross...
It's
Seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started it? This hater show. Damn brat! What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry. Let them go. My next appointment.
What a piece. Wait! The same guy!
You're sure? Shido's the one.
Holy sh...
Let's get going.
Shido's the guy who's...
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connect. Shido was involved in the cognitive...
God.
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false...
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of sh... Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and do...
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face, it's beyond hypocritical. He speaks about the good of the...
That man's full of ambition to rise in the... He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his...
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on...
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet building is will be
It must be something self...
Someone like him needs to be...
Let's head to the Diet...
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey!
Now listen up.
What do you want to do? Hey!
Make sure you close up.
All right.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm?
Enough chatting.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and... He wants to... Fortune. Hey, can you just try saying any...
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this.
Steer? imagine.
What? What kind of scenery will that be?
I can't even...
Well, whatever it is.
Oh,
Are we clear?
Get closer. All right.
Did anything...
Security guards, this seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's past.
But this time, the
Wait, look!
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take...
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass. If a guy like this...
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he...
What in the world?
Whether it be for glory, or my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this The palace was not just the center of the distortion, but the... I can't believe there's... Be careful.
We're definitely gonna take his... All right!
We must put an end to this by
Let the infiltrate...
Wait.
Indeed.
That's...
It looks like...
You're right. Listen up. Huh? What?
Persona! There!
Indeed!
What is with these people? Why do...
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on...
They're not even...
Let's do it.